students, to Art with Miss Kane. Today we're going to be talking about your first project. All right, so I've talked to you about getting a sketchbook. It's a very important part of the design cycle. We're going to use it, for sketching out and planning all of our projects, writing down our ideas and our thoughts, doing our art critiques in there, just all sorts of great things that we do throughout the year will happen in our sketchbooks. Okay, but I don't want you to just have any old boring sketchbook. I want it to be something personal for you, okay? Something that really can be inspiring. And so I decided to make it our first project. Is that what you're going to do? Instead of having a sketchbook like this, you will have a sketchbook like this. Voila! So it's going to be sort of a self-portrait, self-expression, and then a vision board, all in one, okay? So what I mean by that is that it's going to have like either a photo of you, a drawing of you, some kind of representation of you visually. Then it's going to be something that represents your creative style, okay? So on mine, I did these, the patterns that I do in my own art, the sort of Alabrije type patterns that I do in my own art, okay? And then for the vision board part of it, you're going to be putting some words, phrases, quotes, things like that to really inspire you to focus on sort of your goals and what you want to achieve for this coming up school year, okay? So let's take a look at some examples. We are going to be starting this project. As I explained to you, it is going to be your cover design for your sketchbook for the year, and it's going to be kind of like a vision board, almost like a self-portrait of you and what you want to achieve, not just in art, but in all different areas, okay? So what I have here is I've got my sketchbook. I got this one at Five Below. It was $5, obviously. I have a photo of myself. You don't have to use a photo of yourself. Some of the examples that I showed you earlier were drawings of the person, so that's fine too. And again, this is just what I'm going to do. Yours is going to be personal to you. Okay, I've got my watercolors, my water over here. I've got some brushes. All right, and then I've got also some markers, fine point pen. I've got my scissors. I had used some old magazines to go through and cut out some phrases that I liked, that I thought really represented my vision for, sort of what my goals were going to be for myself for the year. All right, so to get started, also you will need glue. I didn't put my glue out here, but yeah, if you're making a collage, you're definitely going to need some glue. So here is a little trick. You can go in here and take out a page. If you take out a page from your sketchbook, it's going to be the same size as the cover. Ugh, I hate this kind of perforated thing here. All right, so it will be the same size here. So now I know, you know, what size that I am working with here. All right. And so what I'm going to do, what I have in my head, right, I have planned out a combination of using this picture of myself and having, you know, the thoughts and the visions coming out. And I want to use a combination of the magazine cuttings with the words, some words that I write myself, and then some sort of patterns, some designs, maybe little drawings here and there that I just really like, that would, because it's a self-portrait and a vision board, right? So I kind of want to put some things in there that represent me as well. All right, stay tuned. I will be back and I'll be showing you my progress as I move along. Okay, and you can see I've got all of these pieces in place that I want to do for my little collage. Got my glue, my favorite, Elmer's Glue All, can't go wrong. Okay, so let's just start here, and let's see, just want to glue these guys on. And I laid it all out, and it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to overlap all the pieces and that kind of thing. But it's going to be worth it in the end if you guys take your time and really make sure you're careful on where you put everything. And I'm going to let these pieces hang over the edge, and then I'm going to go back and trim them off or fold them over and glue them that way. So with this, it's important that we get the glue oops, I went too far on that one because I know it doesn't need to go all the way up there. All the way to the edges, because I don't want any loose edges sticking up on my sketchbook if I'm going to be putting it in my backpack and stuff. All right, so let's put this guy on there and see where we're at with this. That looks right. Yeah, that looks good. I can go in and make sure if there's any edges sticking up, I could go in with my glue a little bit under there. All right, and then I think this guy was on top of both of them. So I'll have to kind of move these out of the way carefully and put this one down first. I didn't paint over the black sketchbook part because I didn't know if I wanted it to show or not. I thought it might be cool if it showed sketchbook, but then it didn't really make sense with the other words that I had on here. The future is female. Sure is, y'all. Now let's just see where we want to get this. See why that's important to test it out? Because I need that a little bit lower. And let's see, I'm just going to put that on there for now and see where that ends up. About like that is good. Just kind of put this as a marker, this glue. And then again, nice and neat over all the edges. Oh, wouldn't you know, my glue is going to clog up while I'm making this video for you guys. Spread that out a little. I know there's still some weirdos out there that put this on their hand and then peel it off. So you guys will enjoy this part if that's you. If not, you know, get an old paintbrush and do it that way. Okay, time for some fast motion. All right, artists, have fun, be creative, be inspired, and make something you're proud of.